Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 6. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
Welcome everyone. I'm Whitney Ward. Well, this week's vaccine supply will not be arriving at the Spokane Arena until tomorrow. Chaz Health says the delivery from the State Department of Health has been delayed. But
the good news is that Chaz website reopened at 5 o'clock for scheduling appointments this week, and there was no shortage of people eager to sign up. KREM 2's Amanda Rowley joins us live tonight and tracking the latest on appointment availability that is changing by the minute. Amanda?
That's right, Mark and Whitney. Chaz Health website reopened at 5 p.m. for another round of appointments for this week. Now, over the past hour, I've been checking in with Chaz on its progress with scheduling, and just 40 minutes after the site reopened, Chaz confirmed that all online scheduling is fully booked. Now, the newest shipment of vaccine will not arrive until tomorrow. The earliest available slots are set for Thursday. This week, Chaz Health plans to have 2,500 available appointment slots starting Thursday. It is expecting to receive 4,000 Moderna vaccine doses from the Department of Health tomorrow.
That means we will not be providing vaccinations on Wednesday. It'll allow us a little bit of buffer just in case there happen to be any other delays. And then also will not be vaccinated on Monday the 8th. We're still trying to get into a groove of making sure we understand what the delivery schedule is going to look like, and so we need to.
Last week, Chaz gave out more than 3,700 vaccines, which is about 700 more doses than it was allocated from the state. Spokesperson Kelly Charvet says a glitch in its website caused this. So Chaz borrowed those extra 737 doses from community partners to meet the extra appointment demands. Once they receive the new shipment, Chaz will pay back those community partners.
What changes have been made to the site to prevent a crash again?
So we've been working ever since Wednesday, including, they're actively working on it right now. We've been working with a third-party vendor on creating additional server capacity on the back end. They also have been working on a queuing system that puts people in place.
This afternoon, Chaz also announced a phone number that can now be used to schedule your appointment. It is for those who do not have internet access or who may struggle to use online tools. That phone number is 509-444-8200. Now, this has been a very rapidly changing situation with the Chaz website. In fact, I just got word back from its spokesperson saying that this week's schedules go through Sunday and their incoming phone queue is now also closed. Just to give you perspective, the 5 minutes, 5:05 after that site reopened, Chaz Health said that it had about 6,400 people queued up in that line that she had mentioned. So a lot of people anxious to get appointments, and now again it is fully booked for the mass vaccination site at the Spokane Arena. Reporting from the arena, Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
All right, Amanda, thank you very much. Also starting today, Kootenai Health is helping administer vaccines alongside the Panhandle Health District. Each week, the hospital will release about 1,000 appointments to Kootenai County residents over the age of 65. Now, keep in mind, this is in addition to the health district's regular vaccine clinic. To register online, we do have that link on our website. Just go to krem.com. But appointments, we know, will be released every Wednesday at 4 to ensure quantity of doses. If you do register, make sure to confirm your age and your residency in Kootenai County. And when you arrive for your appointment, you'll need to have your driver's license or some other form of ID to verify your age as well as your residence. You can learn more about the vaccine distribution phases or make an appointment through the Panhandle Health District website. You can also call their COVID-19 hotline. You can see that number right there at the bottom of your screen, 877-415-5225, and you can see it's there at the bottom. Other vaccine providers in North Idaho, though, do include Heritage Health, Bonner General Health, Conixu Health Services, and Medicine Man Pharmacy. And again, we have links to all of this information. Just go to krem.com.
And if you would like more information about how to get vaccinated in Washington or North Idaho, just text the word vaccine to 509-448-2000 and we'll send that information directly to your phone. You can also text us any vaccine questions you may have to that same number.
All right, we experienced very warm temperatures today, certainly not what we might expect for the first day of February. Tom, what do you think? Is this going to stick around? Do we have more in store?
Well, yeah, kind of. It's not going to be as warm as what we saw today. By the way, it got up to 52 degrees. Our average high is like 36 or 37. Matter of fact, the low tonight is going to drop down to what our normal daytime high is. We do have some rain showers, not here locally. They're all to the north of us and to the west of us, and even a few to the south of us. There you can see them across northeastern Washington, but really not much in Spokane and Kootenai County. When we take a look at the current temperature, we're at 48 degrees. Winds out of the southeast at 6. I think we could get gusty winds tomorrow. I wouldn't rule out 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts tomorrow. And there's that overnight low, 37 degrees. Tomorrow, continued mild temperatures, at least for this time of year. Tuesday is Groundhog's Day. We'll look for a daytime high of 46. I've got a few showers in there, but really I think those will be happening to the north of us and to the east of us. I'm not anticipating a lot of precipitation here in the Spokane area. And dry for the weekend now. 43 on Saturday, 42 on Sunday. I'll check the rest of your 10-day forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Looking forward to that, Tom. Thank you very much. Well, 1 week from tomorrow, ballots are due for the special election. One of the big measures at stake, a levy for Spokane public schools. It would raise property taxes in order to pay for everything from nurses to after-school programs. A levy hasn't failed for SPS in decades, but this year there's an organized campaign against it. Our Casey Decker spoke with one of those organizers and took her criticisms to the superintendent.
Joanna Hyatt is one of the leaders of the movement to more rapidly reopen local schools. She says the district is asking for more money at the wrong time.
This in the middle of numerous families facing their own financial struggles, having to rebudget, parents having to step away from work to stay home with their kids. Into that comes the district asking not just for the same level, but really an increase, the maximum of what they can ask on this levy.
Spokane Superintendent Adam Swinyard says the rate needs to go up in large part because the amount of state funding is going down. And he adds that the levy pays for programs that help families save money.
Our public education system is a collective effort to serve and support the community. And if we don't have after-school programs in place, then a family would potentially have to pay for childcare after school, and that would be a significant cost.
He also says that without the levy, 350 people would have to be laid off, which would further damage the local economy. Hyatt and Swinyard disagree on whether the district has done enough to budget within its current means.
You're not acting in good faith, and you're not really saying, we're here just for the essential of what we need. You're trying to take all you can get, despite the suffering of the community.
We eliminated librarians. We reduced custodial staffing. So the district has already made a number of cost-cutting strategies over the last couple of years to the tune of almost $20 million.
But perhaps the biggest complaint from those most fiercely opposed to this levy, they feel like the district is demanding their support without listening to their concerns about the speed of reopening. Swinyard says they're simply following public health guidelines.
I see this as the district using counselors and nurses and librarians as sort of the bargaining chip with the community and really holding our kids hostage and saying, unless you give us this levy, we can't guarantee that your kids will have the kind of education that they deserve. And that's unacceptable. If the district and the union leaders had this whole time been in good faith, really working to get our kids back in school, we'd be at a different point on this levy fight.
Do you think that this year there's any unique risk of the levy failing compared to previous years because of all the frustrations that people have and the anxieties that people have right now?
Well, I think this is certainly a unique time. There's no question. I mean, we're in a worldwide pandemic. We're in hard economic moment. And certainly it's more important than ever for us to be really clear about what this levy is.
Casey Decker, KREM 2 News.
In a previous story, we dug into the details of exactly what this levy would cost and what it would pay for. If you'd like to watch or read that story, just text the word levy to 509-448-2000 and we'll send a link to your phone. By the way, SPS is not the only district with a levy on the ballot right now. 12 other districts in the county have proposals as well.
Still to come tonight, the largest 3-on-3 basketball tournament in the world is moving to the fall. Hoop Fest now scheduled for September. How it's all going to work coming up right after the break.
And just a reminder, the Super Bowl is happening this weekend. The Kansas City Chiefs are returning to the big game for the second year in a row, this time to take on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yep, this Sunday you can only see the game on KREM 2. We are sharing Super Bowl snippets also ahead of the biggest weekend in football. So tonight we've got a little Super Bowl history for you. What city has hosted the most Super Bowl games?
The NFL often plays favorites when it comes to where it plays the Super Bowl. Which big cities have hosted the most big games? Coming in at number 3, Los Angeles, 7 times. At number 2, it's New Orleans with 10. And the city which has hosted the most Super Bowls? Miami, 11 times, including Super Bowl 54 in 2020. There's only one current NFL city which has neither hosted a Super Bowl nor had its team play in one: Cleveland. And that's the history of which big cities have hosted the most big games.